So the gun was an automatic pistol. So the gun in my hand hit the bridge of his nose, and the gun went off, and that's how he died.
So you are cell leader now? Cell leader. Leader now no attempt to say. Oh, who mean any jail and or one you be as a mobile and young kwasi adenche.
Immigration for customs for watching me say me bag and me crown cocaine. And me say, only sure, and me say.
Oh yeah, welcome to GhPage TV. I know you missed me and I'm back with something more interesting. This time, it's about 8 Ghanaian celebrities who served jail sentences. Number 1 is Rosman Brown. Rosman Brown, also known as Akufo-Addo, is an actress, video vixen, and a social media influencer. She was jailed in Ghana over a nude photo with her 7-year-old son on social media to mark his 7th birthday. This picture sparked an outrage on social media where some netizens and celebrities called on authorities to deal with Akufo-Addo. A child rights activist group, Child Rights International, therefore sued the actress for sharing such an explicit picture and putting her son in danger. She was then convicted by the Accra Circuit Court on Wednesday, 14th April 2021, after she pleaded guilty to charges against her. Akufo-Addo was charged with 1. The publication of obscene materials, 2. Engaging in domestic violence which undermines the integrity of another person, and 3. Engaging in domestic violence which tarnishes the dignity of another human being. Despite the various plea on social media by celebrities, political leaders, and the cry of her mother on a radio interview following her conviction, Rosman Brown was on Friday, 16 April, sentenced to 90 days jail term. Number 2 is Showboy. Ghanaian-based US rapper Samuel Safo, popularly known as Showboy, who happens to be the CEO of 2 Hype Gang, was jailed in March 2019 for stabbing Junior. Showboy, sometime in 2017, got into a fight with Junior, who happens to be Shatawale's friend, and in the fight, he stabbed him in the stomach. He is currently serving 6 years in prison in the United States of America.
See me adedometry.
Number 3 is our very own Emmanuel Butchery, popularly known as Akufo-Addo. He was arrested on November 24 in Kumasi for publicly smoking a substance alleged to be an Indian hemp in the company of some friends. Akufo-Addo was remanded by the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly Circuit Court for over a month at the Kumasi Central Prison before he was bailed on December 30th, 2014. The rapper was subsequently sentenced to a day's imprisonment and a fine of 1,200 Ghana cedis. He paid the fine and served 1-day jail sentence.
Neno ena police for ko so ni mu ko adu e de bon ne se wanom ade a omususu se enni kwan se wonom na bonti ntimi ka se kura no ko adu e de abokwa akese ene se wode ne ho awura nubone ho adwadie anase ne nom emu cannabis ebi mu a ene ntino etia emra o man Ghana mu.
And your friend are doing that. So you are cell leader now? Cell leader. Leader no attempt to say. Oh, who mean any jail and like or one you be as a mobile and young kwasi adenche me because you know men are mabano. Okay. And or the make share ne cell or no time or the time I say from home. Ni chamber hono and me tenase what I say but in me, I thought it was a joke. What I said, I had to say, you know, like me so die. Oh yeah. Something like that. BBC. What I said. About damn the end to any so, but about damn the end to many so. But me feel is no my baby a member that. Okay. And that was the surprise. Christmas plan did for me one. Yeah. Now we can say we young can you meet me Jim now. What be? Oh yeah, initially no na me there. Yeah, you call court in our mommy 2 weeks. Oh, what them day now watch because na me there following day no. BB house be chat, but I'm banesa. In Brana my kwan sir. And the time on na check. Now court na disappointment in Abano. What's that go back to cells? I dream better than that. Oh, at a point in it became normal, like a very normal. What is it? Because inside one a 7 young buano or a nipa, and nipano, the way a bi mo me kwa me hu bi mo bobo ho na omo feel say no ha ye baby a say abodamba I don't deserve that place. So though omo da ho me bonfire man say was so nka obi fi wono na they were always like what bonfire man baby a there o abodam de urade hwena abodam de omfia no nko to ani oh yeah no fellowship wo ho boss empire na oh masa de nipa bebre aye bone na wodmo akogu but I think say ho no na nipa bebre ehu nyame and yeah sorry anopa yeah sorry enyuri and Hausa phone like most minu Muslims say yeah sorry a menti Hausa ne papa o but me to say wo bomidin abodam na Ghana bail abodam ni Ghana you say wo bomb price abodam nya bail and sad ni shame in cry say oh then nipa wodo like Ghana for wodo ma abodam and no cry no a shame in cry more.
Next on the list is Dasibre Ahonfe Dwamena. Dasibre was a Ghanaian highlife musician. He was arrested by security and custom officials for owning substances suspected to be cocaine when he arrived from the British Airways flight from Accra. Reports from the Heathrow airport indicated that on their routine checks on passengers arriving at the airport, custom officials, aided by sniffer dogs, picked out the suitcase of the Ghanaian musician. Dasibre had in his possession 2 kilograms of the suspected substance concealed in his suitcase. The street value of the substance was about £100,000. He was released from jail in 2007. The Kokoko hitmaker died on July 27, 2016 at the 37 Military Hospital at age 48.
We do Heathrow na immigration for customs for me say me bag and me crown no kokewo na me say omo ye sure and omo say ai and I'm say then it say kokewo no omo say omo akowe na omo kraman bi so asa asense say me di bibi na I'm say fine me dey kokewo dey me hu bi that so me say bi omo a omunkoye na menhwe tie ye ko lab no omunko dredre me bag no ne ade no mu sampa kokewo nti ombusa se den na cooking be sham bag na me chom se media me because bag na ka se nya media madam for there me dey brain nti nya media me ni se kwa cooking ni fa so be nti GhPage ne o mu ane wo se etimi koda e de me e ko remind in a reminder no na ambebusa me say me pese me pray guilty me jia to me say cocaine no me dia nanka oma free me ana say me ni ohima no bechi na me say me catch me say ade a minimum wo hwe dia me ntumi mpene say me jia to me say antina e try ni say wo say me ntumi ni customs immigration for customs ya didi so sana ekodem kakra in UK they say 11 months in Ghana for ni na ni no try as wa too many na wo Nyankopon se na Nyankopon so mo ye the best of all judges nti sa makwani abani na me ko me ben na Nyankopon to me nti oye me free ko landing the last time I mean ko bi em no ka say oh ni namfofo bi pese me dia de bro eye nuane ne ade ti me mbusan se ne nam wo mu ana fi se nam wo mu dia UK me do reporter on beji eno si wo there bi in fact da metunu eye 28 no me fi kofo dia e be do enkranbe se 7 o'clock and I know say me ko check in around 8 o'clock. Me luggages am difficult for you buy me panties ne me yipe eno kra man fangu bag mfi say or say ne bag no space wo ma metumi akepo me nyema no because of over excess luggage ti me panties ne ade na me de be gu ne bag no at that very time say me see me nyadaje ehwe mu a na eyenkontompo besides senka me nyadaje kra so sa hwe mu anka me hu fi se cocaine na nche bag no and that bag no bag is you see, and on mode cocaine, I shishim, and we be for crown, say cocaine. I just said, Abia, like the customs in UK, almost called Dre, I'm demanding Kamin Jin did that.
Since I say, the cocaine, up my flat bag. That's right. It is all be a bag and anchor swat. And yeah, if you want to try bag in Mukrown, because any bag in it was suitcase handle now me out. What you know, no one walk in me bag. Abeku prison there, make us say, and your prison, in funny say a rehabilitation house. They say prison, I won't know with TV, won't know when you may be brave, won't know when pa, and now when die near Dinty. It's a hundred or just to say, be seen answer, and besides, so, Osako school, Oko school, Chiaoka, Oko even mosque, Chiaoka, Oko Ejumaso, Chiaoka.
This listicle is brought to you by
Download Ladder Driver now. Ladder, your safest ride to your destination. Improve your life with Ladder Driver. Drive Ladder, live better. Download Ladder Driver now. Ladder, we drive you safely.
Next on the list is Deba. Deba, boy be peso Jimmy.
Deba, boy be peso Jimmy. If I baby I no tata me, why am I feed me home me?
Ghanaian high-life musician Deba was arrested by Interpol in 2013 for allegedly defiling his 8-year-old stepdaughter in the United Kingdom. It was during his 2-year stay in the United Kingdom that he is alleged to have committed this inhuman act on the 8-year-old stepdaughter and then left for Ghana. It came out that popular investigative journalist Anas Anas teamed up with officials from the Interpol and the Ghana Police Service to arrest him. Deba was arrested at the La Palm Royal Beach Hotel in Accra during an undercover operation. He was arrested in Ghana and extradited to the United Kingdom, where he was serving a jail term. Number 6 is Ibrahim Sima. Ibrahim Sima was the chief executive officer of the Exopa modeling agency. He was one of the most influential fashionistas in the country. The one-time star was arrested in September 2009 at the Kotoka International Airport carrying a substance believed to be weed into the plane. The drug was hidden in 4 tubes of yam. Although he denied knowledge of the drugs, he was jailed for 15 years and died in 2014 at the Nsawam prison.
And the brains behind Exopa, please welcome Ibrahim Sima and Bennett Ajay, the 2 men behind this agency. Oh yes, 2 gorgeous guys. Now you know where all the skills came from.
Number 7 is Gman. Nana Akwesi Agyeman, popularly known as Gman, was one of Ghana's finest instrumentalists, dancers, and musicians. Gman was the Ghana version of Michael Jackson. Gman and Jaga P in 1995 were jailed after Gman shot a taxi driver to death. Gman was sentenced to death by hanging in 1995 and was released by a presidential pardon granted him in 2009 by then President Akufo-Addo. He spent 14 years in jail and is currently a pastor. Jaga P, on the other hand, was sentenced to life imprisonment for abatement to crime.
So I was just about having my bath and getting ready when I was told that I had a visitor. And I was expecting this lady because she was coming to pick up some money from me. So I asked the person who informed me to tell the lady to wait because I had to finish my bath and come. And then I was told that she didn't have any money on her to pay the taxi that she had brought. So I didn't know where she had come. But you see, in 1995, a drop-in at that time was only 1,000 cedis at that time.
That's like 10 pesos now.
Yeah. So I gave out 2,000 to be given to the driver. And then the person came back and he said the driver was asking for 4,000. So I said, why 4,000? You know, so let me go and reason up with the taxi driver. I went and he said, well, I've packed for about 5 to 10 minutes and that's why I want 4,000. And I thought 4,000 was way above what he was supposed to. So I said, okay, take 3,000, we'll add another 1,000 to the 2. And he said, no. Long and short was he refused and left the house, or the front of the house, and then went, and I thought that was the end of it. But an hour later he comes back, this time parks his car about 500 meters away from the house, came in and collected some of our footprints in the house and decided that he was going to kill everybody in the house. So I wanted to follow him up when he got out of the house, but this was somebody who had gone and come back an hour later. Now I didn't know whether he was armed or stuff like that. So I decided that why don't I get my gun and follow him, so that if I go after him and he has any weapon, I'm also armed, because he had made his intentions clear to us. I followed him up into the street in front of my house and caught up with him about 500 meters away from the house. And an argument ensued between us, struggling to get a polythene bag that he had the sun in. Then all of a sudden I decided to fire a warning shot because he was getting rowdy. And you know, I believed in this hype that when somebody's angry or there's a row and you fire a warning shot, it calms down things. So I just fired this warning shot, and that infuriated the guy the more, you know. And by this time people had gathered there because of the gunshot, and we tried to reason up to go back to the house so that the guy could go and reverse the case. On the way back to the house, I was behind him. There were 2 people with me, one to his left and right, and as we were walking, we were still in a heated argument because I was angry at the time. He was talking, I was talking, my mind was not on the gun. Then all of a sudden he attacked. Something that I said must have, you know, upset him so much that he turned to attack me. In the course of reacting, you know, the gun, I had it in my right hand, and my index finger was in the trigger hole. So the gun was an automatic pistol. So as I'd fired a warning shot about some 10 minutes earlier, there was another gun in the chamber. But because of the heated argument, my mind was not on the gun per se. We were exchanging words. So the gun in my hand hit the bridge of his nose, and the gun went off, and that's how he died.
This listicle is brought to you by
Eba mema hwemudia Dr. Amuzu ye na Africa he nyina yaji ya atum oba ya hwe honom a ye sanyare wa bebre na yare wa ya Ghana fo aji ya atum atre Africa he nyina ye mema hu yade na esa enti bema bi a otemi a de kan so owo weak erection no bema no sori a emunye dene odi ko banase ya na adwo de esa ko no early ejaculation se uni oba ko impaswa enche no ho asane wo obu a na ebema se bi afon aikituwa bi obi de so atwe akom na enam enyini nti prostate abesuye ebe obi ehweme wanya prostate wakoye process agri ye free honom menne na ebema na mpeja bium wo low sperm count wo sperm se bi ni mukura ni nyina oba Dr. Amuzu ebe buawo yaso ne wo Kumasi Tafu Club 600. Yejuma from Monday to Monday. Anopa nonson. Ejongo fe nyumre lumnifa. Dr. Amuzu Herbal Clinic. Mauji your chalo.
Last on the list is the Chief Executive Officer of Goodies Production, Mr. Isaac Abeku Edu. Mr. Isaac Abeku Edu was arrested at the Kotoka International Airport on 23rd April 2008 for trying to sneak a substance believed to be cocaine into the United States. The popular music producer was sentenced to 13 years imprisonment by an Accra Circuit Court and was released in 2014 after serving 6 years at the Nsawam prison. Mr. Isaac, during his reigning times, was probably one of the most effective, productive, and influential music producers in Ghana in the early 2000s. This is where I draw the curtains on this topic. I will come your way next time with another interesting topic. Don't forget to subscribe to GhPage TV for more interesting videos.
21st Clinic a sciatica expert. Sciatica expert a 21st Clinic. Ye hon ye dia bibidro esa yare wo ba. Ya yo lab test na wie no. Ye be ye o massage bi a wo ba wi asokra wo nya bi da. Ye wi de wato machine so. Ne dia bibidro ne dia wo no. Enti wo to ase ho no entini na wo ho no. Esanefa wo srem wanase wo nantu nyina fa wo nanso ho nyina no. Sa eho teche mape nurse wo die mia. Ye friend sciatica. Na wo mo ye expert e wo Ghana ha no. E 21st Clinic. Ye wo more than 10 branches e wo Ghana ha. Wudu sunya ne ye nie kumase enkran baabi a. Se ye bie foforo e wo tadi ma efie kuma number 9 eho na sciatica expert 21st Clinic adwuma obetimi afre wo frɛ number no branch na ben wo ne a kyerɛ wo na wo kɔ hɔ 0540 311311 0540 311311 sciatica expert 21st Clinic